It is fall of the 2026 school year. I have been homeschooling for 5 years. This will be year 5. And I wanted to kind of give you a tour of our school zone. We do not have a designated schoolroom, and I love that. I don't like the idea of being cooped up inside one room for the entire duration of school. So this is what we have. This is what I put together this year. This is just a corner of our dining room. We have this large window that is not energy efficient whatsoever. And so we keep it covered all the time. So I put our alphabet train on there. I have a 4th grader this year, a 2nd grader, and a kindergartner. So this comes in very handy. Even the 2nd grader still uses it. So I used hot glue and just stuck it up there. And, makes use of that space. It has to stay covered anyway. And then over on this side, I have our schedule. This is something that I created using Canva, and I put it in a protective sleeve. You can laminate them. I don't have a laminator, so these sheet protectors work great, and it is dry erase marker on there, so I can change it if I ever want to redo our schedule. But that really helps me, and it's been wonderful this year. This is week 2, and I've been able to stick with our schedule, and we get done with school exactly when we're supposed to, sometimes ahead of time. So it has been amazing. I also created this Pledge of Allegiance sign. I wanted to utilize rainbows a lot because, we always celebrate God's promise. And so being able to design these myself was really, really wonderful. Just be able to put in the details that I wanted. Then we have our flag that we can pledge to every morning. And I have currently 2 whiteboards. This smaller one was a calendar that you could fill in the days, but I quickly discovered that that's not for me. I'm not that kind of person. And, I'd do a month or 2 and then I'd forget. So I flipped it over, and this has our verse of the week. This is actually our 2nd week using this Bible verse because we didn't memorize it last week, my bad. And then we have this larger one that we're using as a magnet board. So it's pretty cool. Let me set this down so I can show you what I created just to kind of track our project. So we have these face sheets here. They come in a book where you get to create your own face. So I took them, and a friend has a laminator, so they let me laminate them. And then I took the different stickers and I put them onto magnets. So these were for like business cards. And I stuck them onto there and cut them out. So it was a little bit more work than I anticipated. But now these are reusable. So every time they get done with something, they finish math, they're able to pick something from the side, and they're able to create a face. My goal right now, we're doing 1 face a week. And so each day they clear out the face, take off all the items, and the next day then they get to add new stuff, and Daddy votes which one he likes best. And he creates different categories, so they each win in something. Silliest and stinkiest, I think, was a category today. So they've really enjoyed it so far. I forget to have them do it, and they're like, Mom, we didn't do it for math. We didn't do it for Spanish. So that's something that they've remembered and they enjoyed. Another thing that we have is our 100 board here, and we've used that. My 2nd grader, he used it all last year. Really, really good for him to be able to see those numbers when he needs to write them down for math. And he can just look right up on the wall and, find the number and write it down correctly. A new addition this year. We did not have it last year, and we made it work. It was really uncomfortable. But I have this desk here, and it's just an old-time desk. It's not in the best shape, honestly. But I went ahead and pulled it in because I have 3 full-time students this year, kindergartner, 2nd grader, and 4th grade. So there's enough room. They each have their own drawer. And then the drawer in the middle, we put all of the extras, glue sticks, math, fact cards, all of those things. And we do school at our dining room table. So you do not have to have a designated schoolroom. If that works for you and you want a space where that is where school happens and it's a separate room, then go for it. But you don't have to. You can make it as simple as you want. This alphabet train I have had for 5 years because I bought it when my oldest was in kindergarten, and we have just kept it. I do not know if I'm going to be able to keep it since I hot glued it to this curtain. I'm not sure if it's going to survive another year, but it was worth it. So we'll figure things out. That's right, yes. Homeschooling with a baby has also been an adventure, but we get almost everything done while she's in her first nap. So that's kind of an area, our school zone, what we're doing. I'd like to get on another time and show you the curriculum that we have and our schedule, but that's it for now. Good luck.